So this is for making a box and whisker plot. It's the same process as doing it with an even number of data points if you already saw that video. But I just want to do it one more time with you because it can, there's slight differences that I want to make sure that we point out. So the very first thing that you're going to want to do, of course, is list your data in order from smallest to greatest. If there's repeating numbers, you will have to repeat those numbers, no big deal. Just make sure you get them all. It always helps to, count the number of data points that you started with versus this right here in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's good to start off. So after you order them from least to greatest, we want to come up with our 5-number summary. Okay, so there's obviously 5 parts of this 5-number summary. Excuse me. We have our minimum. We have Q1, which is the halfway point of the first half of the data. We have our median, sometimes could be called Q2. Because it's the halfway point of all the data there. We've got Q3, quartile 3, the halfway point of the second half of the data, and we have our maximum. So once these numbers are in order from least to greatest, it's very easy to identify our minimum and our maximum. In this case, our minimum is 1 and our maximum is 9. The next thing that we're going to do, we already said that there were 11 data points. So the next thing that we're going to do is find the first half of the data. So you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 4 is in neither half of the data. It is not in the first half. It is not in the second half. It is exactly our median. So that 4 right there is going to be identified as our median. Okay, the next part is we are just going to look at our first half of the data. Our first half of the data are these first 5 numbers right here. So looking at these first 5 numbers, that first half of the data, you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2 on the left, 1, 2 on the right, 2 falls exactly in the center. So because 2 falls exactly in the center, that is our Q1 first quartile there. Okay, if there were 2 numbers in the center, you would find the average of them, just like you did with the even number video. All right, next up, we're going to look at the second half of the data. 4 does not go into either half. Okay, 4 is your median. The only time the numbers will go in here is if it wasn't exactly in the center. So looking at the second half of these numbers, we've got 5 data points there. So 2 on the left, 2 on the right. This value of 6 is exactly in the center. Therefore, it is Q3. Okay, so don't forget, Q1 is the median of the first half of the data, and Q3 is the median of the second half of the data. Okay, I always use a lot of different colors here to kind of keep myself organized. I am very visual. I might recommend that you do the same thing. So remember, we're going to use this 5-number summary now to draw ourselves a box and whisker plot in which we have a whisker that goes from here to here. Then we have a box that is broken up by the median in the center and has a maximum. However, we want to put this on a number line so that we can see how this data is in fact spread out. So if we're looking here at the minimum, we go to 1, Our box will start at 2. There's our first whisker. Our median is at 4, so that's where the first half of the box is going to go. Our Q3 is at 6. That's where the second half of the box is going to go. And our maximum is at 9, so that is where the last whisker will go. So you have your 5-number summary here. These 5 values, they are part of your box and whisker plot.